What's up everyone, welcome to the Iimprovise challenge. If you want to learn how to improvise and if you want to have a chance of winning a beautiful Carla T tenor ukulele, you're watching the right video. The aim of this challenge is to get you started on improvisation so that every time you feel like jamming over a song, you know what to do. In the challenge, you will learn scales that will get you to improvise over many common chord progressions, and you will also learn a few techniques to help you come up with cool solos. Anyway, if you want to know more about the challenge, check out the links in the description. One thing I want to emphasize is the fact that this challenge is for everyone. You don't need any prior knowledge, as I will be explaining everything from scratch, and you will be able to get started on improvisation within the 5 lessons of the Improvise challenge. On the other hand, if you already have experience with improvising, I have something for you too. In fact, I will help you take it to the next level. You'll have more challenging assignments and you'll have the opportunity to learn a few extra things to make your solos cooler. So it's really a win-win situation. Now, for the first day of the challenge, you learn how to improvise using a method called question and answer. Let's get started. I forgot one thing. If you see this video once the challenge is over, you can still work on it. And for every assignment that you complete, I will give you personalized feedback. So often when you think about improvisation, you think that you should just sit down and start playing loads of notes, crazy licks, difficult scales, but the truth is that this is not really how it works, especially at the beginning. You need to start with something simple and clear, and the most important thing is that you get started. I cannot stress this enough. You can always improve something that you have started, but you cannot improve anything if you just wait for the perfect idea or for the perfect moment. In my opinion, the best way to get started on improvisation is a method which has been used by the best musicians. People as Miles Davis, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, and the list goes on. It's called question and answer. This is gonna make improvising much easier for you. Imagine an everyday conversation. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. How are things going? Very well, thank you for asking. Exactly like in this simple conversation, you play a question, then you play an answer, then again a question, which for now can be exactly the same as before, and then you give another answer. Now you have a structure in mind, but you don't know the words, the notes to play. You could try to improvise by ear, but if you're starting out, this is going to be pretty hard. So let's learn a simple scale that will provide you with the notes, or shall I say with the words, that you need. So the scale that you will use today and also in the next lesson is the D minor pentatonic. Let me play it for you. 3, 4. By the way, I have an entire tutorial just on this scale, so if you want to dive deeper into it, check out this video on my channel. Now you know the scale, but how do you use it to improvise? First of all, just practice the scale over the backing track. And in fact, let's do it together. 3, 4. By the way, you can download this backing track for free. It's included in the material for today's lesson. So once you feel comfortable with playing the scale over the backing track, try to play parts of the scale, like little segments. So for example, choose 2 notes to play, let's say fret number 3 and fret number 5, and try to come up with short licks, like this. Just 3 notes, and then again. Now I played 4 notes, but I'm still just using fret number 3 and fret number 5. Let's do it over here with fret number 2 and fret number 5. And I could go on for hours, but let me show it to you a little bit better. 3, 4. Leave a gap and then again. Let's try again. I added an extra note. repetition. Now let's try with the scale, going back. But I stop here, I don't have to go all the way. Let's do it again. A little bit of repetition. And now I play the entire scale. You see, I was just following the scale, it's just that I changed the rhythm a little bit. One more time. Okay, I think that's enough for now, but do this often as this will help you develop some really cool licks. But let's not forget that today you're not just improvising freely. That would be an unrealistic goal, especially if this is the first time you're improvising. And so you're following the question and answer method. This will sound like this: 3 and 4 and 1. Answer. Back to the question. Answer again. But now let's break it down. So this is the question: 3 and 4 and 1. You don't have to learn it, but in case you want to, you have the tab. Let me play it a little bit slower. 3 and 4 and 1. So after each question you have an answer, and to come up with answers is actually your assignment. But before I show you a demonstration of it, let me actually explain how you can work out your answers. So again, let's play the backing track, the one with the question this time, so that you can focus only on what you have to do. Let the question finish, and then again just start with the scale. With 2 notes, let's say fret number 3 and fret number 5. So question again. One more time. And again. Last time. So once you find something that you like, stop the backing track and work on it a little bit more. This might sound a bit wrong because you might think you have to do everything on the spot in order to classify this as an improvised solo. But this is not true. Feel free to try out different licks, work them out, change them, and then when you are happy with everything, hit the record button. Of course, if you feel like it, when you record it, you can change them up a little bit. Extra tip, try to end your licks on A or D. So, fret number 5 on the first string, D, fret number 5 on the second string, A, and fret number 2 on the third string, D. Now, let me show you a simple improvisation, and this is basically an example for your assignment. I'm gonna be playing simple licks which you can study if you want to, as you will have the tab for them. Again, I'm only gonna be playing the answers, as this is what you have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. So wait for the question. Question again. Another answer. Question. Question. And now we're gonna play the last answer. Okay, so what I just did is basically what you have to do for your assignment, but let me explain it better. So your assignment for today is to record 4 answers with the backing track I was using. If you feel that you want to challenge yourself, you can also record your own question, and of course you have the backing track for that too. In the description you can find the link to access all the material that you need for this lesson. This is completely free, by the way. You have the PDF for the D minor pentatonic scale and for all the licks that I've shown you today. And you have the backing track that you need to record your assignment, as well as a longer backing track that you can use for practicing. Remember to tag me in your stories or posts so that I can see your assignments. And don't forget to use the hashtag at Iimprovise so that you can win a fabulous Kalle Archtop tenor ukulele. You can join the challenge on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Just remember to tag me. I will reshare your work and I will also give you personalized feedback. So the aim of this lesson was to get you started on improvisation. Of course, there's more to it, but you'll learn that in the next lessons. Don't forget that if you learned something from this video and you would like to say thank you, you can support me on Patreon or you can buy me a coffee. Links in the description. That's all for now. Let me know in the comments if everything was clear. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my new tutorials. Having said that, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in a few days with the second lesson of this challenge. Ciao!